Last time on You Meet in the Tavern. You guys are real far into this wood, further than you ever went as children, and further actually than you ever really remember it being. As you go through this brush, you see in front of you this massive temple. And at this desk, you actually see a small figure.
We're looking for my sister Jill. Have you seen her?
I mean,
No.
she's not imperative. We just need to make sure she's not dead, and then we can go home.
I haven't seen anybody. My name is Tess. I'm a wizard that was sent here from the Arcane Tower. Me and Felix, my partner Felix, who I mentioned before, we were sent here to study the magic of this temple and to understand its workings. That's our job. That's our job at the Arcane Tower. You see Jill, and she's surrounded by this purple light, which connects to this trail of energy down to another hooded figure that's standing on this altar. Felix, what are you doing? It is time. And the fog grows thicker and covers almost like a pillar that goes up from this abyss all the way up to the sky. A quick kind of rush of this gray flesh that comes flying up from this cavern, and the fog dissipates and Felix is gone.
I turned to Tess, like, what the hell was that? What just happened?
And Tess says, listen, I know this has been a lot, and I obviously some shit has gone down, but I promise you that we will make this better. You just need to come with me.
Well, let's go then.
All right.
Here we go.
So you guys step through this archway, and the world around you goes black for a minute. Okay, so you guys remember what happened last time?
Absolutely not.
Jill died.
Jill fell into the abyss. Felix made all that happen. Tess created this portal, and you left the temple, saw Woodhaven kind of being just basically demolished, and you go through the temple. You go through this portal that Tess opens up. She says, "Come on, let's go." And the whole world goes black for a minute, and the portal takes you to the center of a large circular room. It's like stone walls all the way around this big circular room, and on the walls are other portals similar to the one that you walked through, but each of the portals has a number above it, and they're numbered 1 through 9, all like etched and glowing in the stone that's above each of this portal. In this room, you see people of all different shapes and sizes that are hurrying around, heading in and out of the various portals. In the north section of this room, you see a large desk, and behind which stands a small creature with his back turned. Tess walks you guys through to this room, to this desk, and you see these rows of these black bowls that are sitting under these small openings that come through the wall. That lead to the outside. You can kind of see the outside from through these holes. Every few seconds, this wisp of white smoke comes flooding into the holes, and they fill the bowls below. And Tess says, "Flynn!" The creature turns around. You notice that he's an elf, and he's pretty old. You see like wrinkles that show signs of his age and stress. He's bald. He's got big white hairy ears. He's kind of short for an elf. He's wearing like simple clothes. All the rest of the people in this room are wearing like dark robes, but he's the only one that's not really in that garb. And he says, "Oh, Tess, hello. I just received your message. Can I inquire as to what's going on?" And Tess says, "No time for that now. I've got to get up to the Archmage. Do me a favor and show these guys around the place and get them some lodging." And then she turns to you all. She says, "I'm so sorry to leave you like this. I know this has been crazy, but Flynn here will get you settled, and I'll meet up with you guys later."
Okay, I turn to these two guys. Tug Mugbar turns to Durf and Carl with a K. We don't really trust anyone, right? Like,
Right.
we're not sold on this.
Right. Because, okay, fucking Felix, she trusted Felix. She says this place is cool and safe. She trusted Felix. Felix fucking killed Carl's sister.
Straight body bagged her. Body bagged her. Okay. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Tess hears you guys talking about this, and she's like, guys, I can hear everything you're saying. I'm real sorry. I know you don't trust me, but listen, your town's gone. I don't mean to be an asshole here, but your town's gone. Carl, your little sister is dead. You don't really have much to go on right now. You need to trust me. And with that, she turns around and she pulls something out of her cloak and walks towards one of the nearest portals. As she gets close to this portal, the number above the portal changes into this big letter A, and the archway turns to gold. And she steps through the portal and immediately turns back to normal, and the A turns back into a 2, we'll say. And Flynn,
she's gone.
And she's gone. And Flynn turns to you, and he's like, she's a feisty one. Okay, then. Welcome to the Arcane Tower. Who might you be?
Okay. Horrible introduction. We got brought here by somebody you know. I think you need to tell us who you are, what this place is, what we're doing here, and maybe we can assess whether we want to accept your accommodations and lodging, which sounds sketchy at best at this moment in time. So, Flynn, walk us through the paces. Don't leave anything out, and we'll see what happens from there. Go ahead.
Wow. You're aggressive. I like it. All right.
Charisma 16. Dab on it.
All right. In that case, how about a tour first? And he claps his hands, and this floating row of wooden seats comes flying in from a portal marked number 9. It goes like, whoosh, and he says, hop on in and I'll show you around. Keep your arms, legs, tentacles, and all other appendages inside the floaty magic seats at all times. Please be aware that smoking is strictly prohibited. In case of emergency, well, try not to shit yourselves. Cool. And he claps twice again. And with Joel, I assume you get into the seats?
No, hold on. He answered no question. We already agreed we don't trust him, and he answered 0 questions.
Guys, let's just get in the seats, see what Flynn has to say. It'll be fine.
All right.
I forgot.
What's the name of where we are?
Oh, the Arcane Tower.
The Arcane Tower.
Yes.
Is it a public school or a private school?
It's a private, very private. Extremely
What's tuition?
Private, actually. Tuition?
What's tuition? Yeah.
There is no tuition.
Oh.
We select you. Well, not you, but the people that are here.
Interesting.
All
right, I get in the mine cart or whatever the hell it is.
It's a row of seats. It's kind of like it's just like wooden chairs that are floating like in a row.
Arguably way more horrifying than a mine cart. I'll take my floating wooden chair.
Right, no seatbelts.
Perfect.
All right. So you guys sit in these chairs, and with a whoosh, you go flying towards the portal marked 1, and you pass through this portal, and you are now you're traveling back and forth through a series of these grand stone hallways. And on either side of the hallway, you can see these big red doors. And Flynn says, floors 1 through 4 are living quarters for most of the members of our little crew here. I suppose you guys will be staying on 4. And then you are flying down this one hallway, and you guys go through another portal marked 6. And you find yourself in what looks like basically a large, almost like a mall food court. You see a lot of different places to eat and shop. And Flynn says, 6 is the cafe. Need a bite or some adventuring gear? This is the place for you.
They got falafel?
Oh yeah, lots of falafel.
We're learning nothing.
It's delicious.
Can we make that very clear that we are learning nothing?
We are getting a tour of the tower to know where we need to head next.
Oh, the food court. Prime.
There are also shops.
The aggressiveness was endearing at first, but now it's getting a little annoying. You turn left at a particularly busy shop where you can see bottles of like different colored liquids, and then you head through another portal marked 7. And this portal transports you to this humongous room. It's this huge round library with bookshelves that go like all the way up to the ceiling. Think like Beauty and the Beast style library. You can see several books like flying off the shelves into hands of these robed people as they sit at several long tables that line the floor. In the center of the room, there is what looks like a super thick, twisted tree trunk that travels up to the ceiling with different levels of wood platforms that wrap around it and stairs going up to each of the platform. On these platforms are several open doors that lead inside the trunk. And as you float around this tree, Flynn says, "Now this is the Hall of Knowledge. We have two main... Here's some answers for you. We have two main focuses here at the Arcane Tower. Our primary focus is to train new, promising magic users in the art of the arcane. Most of their studying is done here and on 8. Our secondary focus is to learn and research the new and exciting magical happenings of the world, making sure they don't get into the wrong hands. I'm in charge of receiving leads, and the Archmage sends out our best philosophers to investigate. Duck!
Duck?
Make dexterity saving throws, please."
And we're under attack. Perfect.
Fucking, what's my modifier? 3? 15.
15, all right. Carl,
14.
all right. Durf, or Tug.
19.
Oh, damn, you guys are super dexterous.
Matrix AF.
These chairs fly around the tree, and you come to this big, large branch that's kind of like hanging low. And you guys all manage to duck out of the way. Nice, nice. You guys head through another portal on the other side of the tree marked 8. And as you emerge from this portal, you find yourself floating through a series of laboratories and workstations. You pass shelves of bubbling potions, strange creatures in glass chambers, rows of like tools and weapons that you've never seen before. And Flynn says, "This here is my favorite part of the tower. Welcome to the Artificers Guild, or as the students like to call it, the Fishery." You float around a desk and you see this large robed orc that waves at you as you pass. And Flynn goes, "That there's Nero. He specializes in magical objects that help our philosophers on the ground. He can make you lots of cool gadgets and gizmos for a price." You turn the corner and head through a portal marked 9. And he says, "Okay, last stop, I promise. Here we are in the observatory." Your ride comes to a halt. Your chairs come to a halt as you enter an extremely plain room with low ceilings. Everything in this room is covered in like a white, slick slate stone, save for about a dozen black metal cylindrical pods that are fixed to the outside walls. "Come in, I'll show you something." Flynn leads you to the nearest pod, and all the doors slide closed, leaving you compacted kind of close inside this slick black metal can. Flynn pushes something on the wall near the door, and you feel a force as you've been shot forward. And then from the ceiling, actually, after a couple minutes, the black metal starts to melt away. And in its place you can see basically the open, dark sky full of stars. This metal begins to melt away from the ceiling, down the outer walls, and eventually the floor. So it essentially just looks like you guys are floating in open air. And from this view, you see the whole of the Arcane Tower's beauty. It's standing high above this really calm lake. It's so calm that it almost looks like glass. And all around the sky is this dark darkness and these stars that are reflecting off this lake. So it almost looks like as if this tower is kind of floating on itself. And Flynn goes, "Pretty cool, am I right?"
Yeah. I'll agree.
He says, "The Arcane Tower is fully and completely shut off from the outside world, protected by immeasurable defense magic. No one comes in or out of this land without the Archmage's permission." The black metal turns solid again from the ground up, and you guys are pushed back to the tower, where the can opens up, and you see the chairs, and they bring you back to the lobby. And Flynn goes, "All right, well, back to the grind, I guess. Feel free to wander wherever you please. I'm sure Tess will be done with her business shortly. Our casa es your casa, as they say.
Before you go, Flynn, I have a couple questions.
Okay, shoot.
How long have you been at the tower?
Oh, gosh. As long as I can remember, since I was a little boy, I studied here.
Do you know Felix?
Felix? I know of him, yes. I know he was a young mage. What about Felix?
Do you know what his particular area of expertise was?
Oh, Felix? Oh gosh, he studied many things. I believe he was one of the brightest little students that we had here.
I see. How does he relate to Tess?
Oh, Tess? Oh, I've seen them since they were children. They were always together. They seem to really enjoy each other's company. Why are you asking all this?
Oh,
no big deal.
Tess.
He killed my Carl's sister.
What? What? Felix? No, that's impossible.
Wait, how did you not know that?
What? I captured the leads. I thought it was interesting that Tess brought you back here without Felix.
Yeah, he fucking, I don't know, summoned some kind of dragon or something, demon, and killed Carl's sister. It's pretty sweet.
Oh,
I mean, not really.
Thanks for bringing that back up.
That doesn't sound sweet at all. I'm really sorry to hear that, and I totally have a new perspective on your attitude before.
Oh, right. Arcane
Cool.
Tower with all this magic couldn't have expected, a message to go through why 3 strangers showed up. I understand things are confusing and convoluted. The food court.
Right.
Is that free?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. You still have to pay gold.
Interesting. We'll see about that.